And we're sued. My guest tonight, from the Sundance Festival in Park City, Utah, editor for MovieCityNews.com, David Poland joins us. Here in Los Angeles, television editor for Variety, Michael Schneider, and also in LA, editor for IGN.com, Jerry Block. Welcome, everybody. Let's review this week. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this week's premiere of the Terminator TV show, The Sarah Connor Chronicles, was one of the highest rated series of the week. Even I was surprised by that, to be honest. But David, what do you think? Did the series match the quality of the Terminator movies, if you don't count the third, of course?
Well, the thing is, it's different, but this is, I think, what we were all kind of hoping would happen with a Star Wars product, but George Lucas was too anal. We were hoping the Wachowskis would make an entire universe out of The Matrix. This is making a different universe out of the Terminator property with a different style, different look, so it's not better than or equal to, but it's actually kind of terrific.
Is it season pass worthy, though, Michael? Is this a show that you'd recommend to people?
Honestly, we're still kind of dating right now. I actually haven't committed to a full-on season pass, so I'm going to give it a few more tries. But
when will you update the status on your MySpace profile and say that you're finally giving in to Sarah?
Maybe after the show.
It's not Bionic Woman.
They made it into a teen drama. Do we want to see the leader of the world and his high school problems?
Yes,
Come on.
See, that was my biggest problem, actually, was I felt it was almost a little too young for me. If maybe I was 20 years younger, which would make me 6, by the way. Thank you very much. Haha.
Cue waitress tip. Yes,
yeah,
we're there.
Yeah, waiting for that. But no. So it was a little too young for me, but I'll keep watching it a few more times.
All right, well, let's move on to Macworld, because 2008, I'm sorry, it didn't top last year's iPhone extravaganza, but that didn't stop the entire internet from gleaming with excitement over the world's thinnest laptop. So, Jerry, now that the initial excitement is over, and now that I'm no longer frothing at the mouth myself, what do you think about the MacBook Air? Is this really anything special?
You know, it's hot and thin, but compared to everything else in the field, there's a huge Mac tax, as we expected, but simply on its power alone. To have a good MacBook Air, it's a $3,100 computer. That's off the scale. It's really made for we think, only a pretty limited market that really will pay a huge premium for sexiness.
And how long before Apple slashes the prices and drops it down to the price of an iPhone?
You know, if they could drop this thing down to $1,200, I think it would be a fantastic product. But until it's there, not so much. You know?
Kevin knows a thing or two about paying a premium for sexiness.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it. You know, I have no problem with the Air, except I need it a little thinner still. I have issues. David, when it comes to the Air, what do you think?
But the world's greatest.
Are you impressed with it? I know you travel a lot.
The world's greatest second. It's the world's best second laptop. I think that's really what the story is. It's for everybody, for the business traveler, for people who want to use this stuff and have a base. If you have a base that's a laptop, now you can have a traveling laptop that's a little easier to use. And I think that's the thing. The biggest question is whether you can watch your DVDs.
Yeah, there's no disk drive on it.
You're not going to be able to watch DVDs on it, so.
Exactly, and if Macworld had been really cool.
But you can download on iTunes.
And if it had been really cool, a really cool expo, we would have seen the iPhone SDK. That has lasting appeal. That's really exciting. Instead, we got a couple of product announcements.
Yeah, we got a firmware update that kills all my cool jailbroken apps anyway.
Exactly.
So not too much to be excited about there. Now, I want to move on to a movie that you may or may not remember. It was called Fanboys. It was about a couple of guys breaking into the Skywalker Ranch so that their cancer-ridden friend could see Star Wars Episode 1 before he dies. Well, the Weinstein Company bought the movie, and they're rumored to be tweaking it with reshoots, and apparently they're eliminating the whole cancer side of the story. And so, David, I want to go to you on this one. I mean, is that true? First of all, do you know? And if so, isn't that really just ripping the movie's heart out?
Well, it's not really surprising. Harvey Scissorhands, as he's known, cuts everything pretty much. And, you know, when the movie's not very good, it's usually right. When the movie's very good, it's usually wrong. So I actually haven't seen Fanboys, but my guess is he's probably right on this one. They probably showed it to a lot of fanboys and found out they were irritated by the cancer element.
To be fair, cancer is depressing.
It is, but, you know, when you look at it through the eyes of comedy...
Well, they did make him contract syphilis instead, which I thought was sort of an interesting direction to go.
That's
Cancer
a beta
plus
house
Olivia is funny. Cancer plus Olivia is funny.
I'll make sure she knows
but not
that.
Olivia with cancer.
Cut the cancer, Kristen Bell in a bikini. That's the way to go.
Jerry, I know you're in touch with a lot of fanboys. Are fanboys going to be upset that Weinstein is messing with a movie about them?
Everything.
You know what,
they're trying to put heart in something that I don't know if it really needs heart. Like Grandma's Boy was a great movie, and that was just stoner geeks. There are a lot of ways to handle this.
All right. Michael, do you agree that Grandma's Boy was a great movie, real quick? Reality check me here.
Wait, was that the one with syphilis as well?
I think if it did, it's comedy gold and it's on the shelf.
Yeah, then I would have watched it.
All right, let's move on to the final topic, which is probably going to get us sued into oblivion. Several Tom Cruise Scientology videos have been making their way around the internet this week. Now, the church, a Scientology, demanded that sites like Gawker Media take them down, but so far they've refused to do so. And meanwhile, the public's learning even more about Tom Cruise, and I just wanted to share really quickly a portion of one of those videos with the viewers.
Traveling the world and meeting the people that I've met, talking with these leaders in various fields. They want help, and they are depending on people who know and who can be effective and do it, and that's us.
All right, Tom put the ball on the tee. Michael, do you want to swing? What do you think?
When I see an accident on the side of the road, I too must stop and help.
Because you're the only one that can help, apparently.
Yeah, I'm throwing my ethics right back at you.
What do you think, Michael? I mean, is there anything logical that can be taken away from his comments in these videos, or?
Well, I do have to say that when I came out as a sort of a follower of the flying spaghetti monster, I too was impacted career-wise. So,
right.
This may impact him as well. I don't know.
That's true. The Pastafarians have been kept down. David, what do you think? I mean, is this going to affect his career at all?
Not at all, but the Scientologists. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, there goes the poisonous dart.
Scientologists. Yeah, sorry. Jokes don't do well from Park City, but yeah, no, it's not going to affect his career at all. Nobody really pays attention. Same thing with fanboys. Ultimately it always comes back to the sell, and fanboys like to buy things. Tom Cruise fan likes to buy things. It's not going to change too much. It's just a curiosity for the moment.
Yeah,
Jerry,
he starts to lose credibility when at his supposed Thetan level he can levitate and speak with animals. Like, that's a little bit wrong.
He can also do awesome junkets with the Mission Impossible music behind him. Does he just have that constantly playing on an iPod?
And he can make hair grow back in.
That's actually Katie in the background, sort of pushing play on the tape recorder.
That's odd. Well, hey, they're in love.
If he had all that power, don't you think he'd be an inch taller?
Oh.
Hey, Kevin, we've got legal on line 3.
Oh, great. I got to get to that. I'm surprised I didn't hear my ringtone going off.
Yeah.
Thanks to David, Michael, and Jerry for joining us. Thank you guys so much for recapping the week that was in the loop.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.